Figures carved in blackened ink, tall men smiling at the brink, counting profits, counting names, playing God in crooked games. Dust blows hard through the county line, empty pockets, borrowed time, working hands and broken backs still get lost between the cracks. Hear that pen scratch through the night, marking wrong and calling right. Blood on the ledger, staining every page. Years of sorrow locked inside the cage. They write the law, they write the blame, but the truth still burns beneath the flame. Keys and iron doors, heavy steps on wooden floors, paper trails and hollow deals, turning lives like wagon wheels. Gold rings shining, candle glow, while the fields outside grow cold. Promises signed and tossed away like dust that blows at end of day. Stacked so high, filled with truths they tried to hide. Every mark and every line shows the weight of stolen time. But storms roll in and rivers rise, washing clear the hidden lies. And when the dawn breaks through the gray, no paper crown can stand its weight. Turn that page, reveal the cost, count the names of what was lost. Through the dark, through the pain, truth will carve its mark again. Blood on the ledger, staining every page. Years of sorrow locked inside the cage. They write the law, they write the blame, but the truth still burns beneath the flame. The ink may dry and pages fold, but stories live when they are told. When the last bell finally rings, truth outlives the paper kings. And dust in the rain, same old road, same old pain. Men in towers counting gold, while the tired hands grow old. Steel in the ground, rust in the sky, truth gets lost where the shadows lie. Broken signs on a dead-end street, heavy hearts and restless feet. Hear that howl through the canyon walls, a sound so loud when the silence falls. Ashes in the valley, fire in the soul, carrying the weight of stories like the desert sand, slipping away through the cracks in hand. Long black trains and fading lights, rolling through these endless nights. Voices rise from the dirt below, saying someday the truth will show. Church bells in the distant dark still ring loud like a wounded heart. Years go by, but scars remain like thunder, waiting on the rain. Every road has a tale to tell of heaven's light and a living hell. But in the dust where the wild winds blow, a seed of change begins to grow. Hold the line, don't fade away. Night feels long, but comes the day. From the ashes, from the pain, we'll rise and breathe again. Ashes in the valley, fire in the soul, carrying the weight of stories never told. They can take the land, they can take the name, but they'll never kill the burning flame. The ashes fall and rivers dry, still we stand beneath the sky. When the dust clears in the end, truth will rise again. Stone claimed this land but left us cold. Silver tongues and iron hands drawing lines across this land. Smoke keeps rising from the ground. Truth gets lost but still it's found. Long dark roads and heavy skies, too many dreams left behind. Hear that whine through the hollow trees, carrying pain like a restless breeze. Where that hollow crown of lies, watch it fade beneath the skies. All that power, all that gold can't save a soul that's grown too cold. Hands are rough from years of fight, work all day, still lose the night. Empty wells and broken rails, promises that always fail. Voices rise like thunder calls, echo loud through shattered walls. Stone by stone the cracks run deep, secrets buried they can't keep. Old town burning in the rain, washing dirt but not the pain. Shadows dancing, lantern light, holding on through endless nights. Every scar tells where we've been, every loss cuts through the skin. But in the dark a fire glows, strong enough to face the cold. No more chains to hold us down, no more kings in hollow crowns. From the dust we rise again, stronger now than we were then. Wear that hollow crown of lies, watch it fall before our eyes. All that power, all that gold turns to ash when truth unfolds. When the river meets the sea, truth will wash what used to be. Crowns may fall and roads may bend, but this fight won't ever end. Smoke in the air while the poor keep drowning in their despair. Empty pockets and worn out shoes while the men in power got nothing to lose. Promises spoken in crooked lines, selling hope while they take what's mine. Dust in the fields and cracks in the ground, truth gets buried without a sound. Hear that thunder rolling through the pines. The storm's been waiting for the perfect time. They wear the crowns, kings of dust and gold, building their thrones while the weak grow cold. But fire grows where the pain runs deep, and restless souls don't bow or sleep. Steel-toed boots on these broken roads carry the weight of these endless loads. Sweat and tears in the factory flames, still the rich don't remember our names. Voices buried beneath the stone, but anger grows where the seeds were sown. One by one, now the lines are drawn, a new wind rises with the break of dawn. By the roadside fire, speak of truth and broken wires. The years gone by, but nothing changed. Different faces, same old games. The streets are cracked, the signs are torn. A tired land feels cold and warm, but in the dark, the sparks still glow, waiting for the winds to blow. Feel that rumble in the ground, hear the voices gather round. 1,000 hearts beat in the night, holding on, prepared to fight. No more silence, no more fear, the sound of truth is ringing clear. From the dust, from the rain, standing tall through all the pain. fall, but we remain, walking through the pouring rain, carrying scars, carrying names, trying to break these heavy chains. They wear the crowns, kings of dust and gold, selling our dreams for the lies they've sold. But fire still burns and the tide will turn. When the people rise, the truth will burn. Dust in the wind, truth in the flame. No one forgets, nothing stays the same. Roads may break and rivers run dry, but the voice of the lost will never die. Dust in the air, same old burden, same despair. Hands worn down from years of grind, still chasing hope we'll never find. Tall glass towers touch the sky, while empty roads keep running dry. Silver words from velvet mouths never reach these broken towns. Hear that sound, it's rising slow, like thunder where the cold winds blow. Iron and dust, blood and rain, carrying scars through endless pain. They build their walls, they claim their throne, but they forget who built their homes. Factory lights burn through the dark, cold steel hearts leave their mark. Promises fade like smoke at dawn, but the fight inside keeps carrying on. Old dirt roads and rusted signs, truth gets buried between the lines. But every stone and every scar shows us exactly who we are. Singing songs of a world gone doomed. Whispers drift through the pines so tall, saying no king stands forever at all. The river bends, the mountains shake, even stone can crack and break. And when the wind starts calling loud, the lost ones rise from out the crowd. Stand your ground, don't lose your name. Walk through fire, endure the flame. From the dirt, from the strain, we rise stronger through the pain. Iron and dust, blood and rain, carrying scars through endless pain. They build their walls, they claim their throne, but they forget who built their homes. Cuts through the gray, truth will find its rightful way. wreck where the water ran. Dust blows hard across this land. Old wood fences lean and groan like weary hearts turned into stone. Long black clouds on the horizon line, carrying weight from another time. Empty wells and rusted plows, still we stand here and now. Hear the thunder rolling low, like the truth we've come to know. Storm over dry creek, dark and wide, washing through what the years can't hide. They built their walls, they held the ground, but storms like this tear old things down. On a gravel road, carrying years of a heavy load. Paper deals and silver lies still hang thick in these empty skies. Old men talk by the fire's glow, speak of things from long ago. How the land was sold and dreams were drained, leaving scars that still remain. Washing dirt, but not the pain. Roots run deep beneath this clay, holding on through every day. When the river swells and the levee breaks, truth returns and the old earth shakes. And every soul who stayed behind feels the storm cut through the night. Stand your ground when the sky turns black. No more fear and no turning back. Through the wind and through the flame, we still carry our family name. Storm over dry creek, dark and wide, washing through what the years can't hide. They built their walls, they held the ground, but storms like this tear old things down. When the rain runs through the dust, it leaves behind what matters most. And when the dawn breaks through the gray, Dry Creek lives another day. tune. Boots in mud and a coal black sky. Truth gets buried where the scarecrows lie. Golden lantern gray with time, broken by the hands of greed crowd. Hear that wind through the hollow roads, carrying secrets nobody knows. There's a devil in the cornfield watching from the dark, feeding on the fear and the broken hearts. He wears a suit, he wears a grin, takes it all and calls it a win. Farmhouse creaks in the pouring rain, old wood groans with the weight of pain. Fields run dry and the river's thin, still the wolves keep closing in. Long black cars on the county line, promising gold while they steal the time. Shadows grow where the harvest died, leaving nothing but dust behind. Talk by the firelight glow, saying this land was ours long ago. Now the fences stretch and the prices climb, bought and sold one piece at a time. But the roots run deep beneath the ground, and the truth still waits to be found. When the storm rolls in and the sky turns red, the forgotten voices will be heard instead. No more fear, no more shame, call the truth and speak its name. From the dirt, from the pain, we'll rise up through the pouring rain. There's a devil in the cornfield watching from the dark, feeding on the fear and the broken hearts. He wears a suit, he wears a grin, but the harvest comes for him in the end. Cornfields sway and the cold winds cry, truth still lives and it never dies. When the dawn cuts through the night, the lost will stand and face the light.